God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My son, listen to my voice that touches your spirit in this moment, for it is not the voice of a man, but of the Father who loves you with eternal love. You were formed in the light of my presence, and nothing you have faced has erased the brightness I placed within you. Every tear that fell was gathered into my heart. Every silence filled with pain was seen and cared for by me. Every uncertainty that tried to stop you, I turned into quiet strength that kept you standing. Remember what I speak to you now. Do you feel that you are ready for a deep transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes, all we need is one small step of faith to open the doors to the abundance, peace, and blessings that God has already prepared for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click the link pinned in the first comment. There, you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your heart be troubled or afraid. John chapter 14 verse 27. You may feel that you are ready for a deep transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love. Sometimes all it takes is one small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and blessings that I have already prepared. A simple prayer can begin a journey of renewal that changes the inside and reflects on the outside. I have not only walked beside you, I have walked within you, lifting you when your strength faded and holding you when no one else saw your pain. Now is the time to lift your eyes, for the door I prepared is open and radiant with promise. Trust, breathe, and move forward. I am your God, now and always. Comment, I trust that God guides me to peace and victory. Be still, my beloved child, and hear these words, be still, and know that I am God. Psalm 46 verse 10. I know the quiet battle within you, the tension between trusting and trying to control everything. I know the fears that paint false futures in your mind, the worries that exhaust your heart. But I am not asking you to understand the entire path. I am asking you only to take the next step. You do not need to see the ending to begin walking. The doors that closed were not losses, they were protection. The people who left did not diminish your story, they made space for what is meant to come. What is truly yours remains. What left has fulfilled its purpose. I am guiding you on paths you cannot yet see, but they are already firm beneath my feet. Trust what I place before you. I am here now. And the now is enough. Comment, the peace of Christ calms my heart and dissolves my fears. I saw your effort to stay strong even when everything inside you was breaking. I saw the tears you hid so others would not worry, the smiles you gave while holding pain, the nights you whispered prayers no one else heard. Heaven honored your courage. You did not stand because you were strong alone. You stood because I was holding you. Now comes the time for rest, not the kind that stops your life, but the kind that heals your soul. A rest that restores color where things became faded, that rekindles what felt dim, that rebuilds what was wounded. My peace is not fragile. It cannot be stolen. It is foundation, it is strength, it is light. But to receive it, you must allow me to enter the places inside you that you once tried to handle on your own. You were never called to be invincible to others. You were called to be whole with me. Breathe. Rest. I am here. I am sustaining you. Comment, I trust in God, who cares for me and never abandons me. My son, hold this promise close to your heart, for I know the plans I have for you, plans of peace and not of harm, plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. Nothing you have lived was meaningless. Not one tear was wasted. I know the dreams you guard in the deep places of your soul, the ones you fear are too big, too distant, too unlikely. But I placed those dreams in you myself. And I know the fears that try to silence them, the fear of failing, of losing, of not being enough. Look toward me. I did not create you for a small life of fear. Everything I promised is already in motion. I am aligning paths you cannot yet see. I am bringing the right people, removing the wrong ones, opening horizons where there once were walls. But there is one key: you must believe. Not only desire, not only hope, believe. There is purpose in every season, and preparation in every delay. The most beautiful chapter of your story is unfolding now. And I will walk with you in it. Comment, I walk with my head held high, I am worthy of love. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted. Psalm 34 verse 18. My child, I know the exact moment when your heart was shattered. I was there when you wondered if it was still worth believing, when you looked around and everything felt empty. But listen to me, the places where you were wounded will become the very places where you will witness my healing most clearly. Your pain was not your ending. It was a passage. I did not allow your spirit to be lost. I sustained you. I held you. I supported you when you no longer knew how to continue on your own. And now, what once was a wound is becoming testimony. You will speak of overcoming. You will speak of restoration. You will become a source of hope for those who are still walking through the dark night. What seemed like a fall was a seed. What seemed like silence was preparation. And now, I lift you with my hand, I restore your breath, I renew your strength. You will not collapse now. You will rise. And your rising will illuminate others. This is the moment when the rhythm of your story changes. You are no longer the one who merely survives. You are the one who blooms. The strength you believed you lacked was always within you. It was simply waiting for the right moment to surface. Now your spirit begins to awaken to your true calling. There will be peace where there once was heaviness. There will be direction where there once was confusion. There will be lightness where there once was battle. You will see this not only within you, but around you. the environment surrounding you will begin to reflect your inner transformation. What I do in you will overflow into your world. People will notice. Circumstances will shift. Doors will open. But remember, everything begins inside your heart. Do not return to old patterns. Do not reconnect to what weakens you. Keep your heart close to mine. I will guide you gently, yet firmly, with unwavering love. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. And we know that all things work together for good for those who love God. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. Nothing in your journey was accidental. Nothing was wasted. Everything worked together to shape in you a wiser spirit, a deeper soul, a heart more sensitive to the sacred. You have been prepared for something few can fully understand. Do not compare yourself to others, your purpose is unique. The experiences you lived, the pains you overcame, the lessons you absorbed, they formed you for this precise moment. Now, you will see meaning where there once were questions. You will see beauty where there once was exhaustion. You will recognize my touch in details that previously slipped past you. And your heart will rejoice, because you will finally understand that I was guiding your life with perfect love all along. So, my child, breathe. This is the moment to release and to receive. The moment to let go of fear and embrace trust. Everything you need is being placed before you now. Walk with me. I will lift you. I will strengthen you. I will lead you to the place where your soul rests and your life flourishes. You are not late. You did not fail. You are exactly where you need to be for my glory to be revealed in you. And it will be revealed, not as a sudden explosion, but as a gentle dawn that brightens everything slowly, until all becomes clear. I love you. I have always loved you. And I will never stop loving you. Now, simply receive. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. My beloved child, receive these words as a breath upon your soul, not as pressure or command, but as the gentle opening of a door that has long been waiting for your hand. I have watched you through seasons you did not understand, through silent nights where your heart questioned its own strength, through moments where you felt like a presence fading into the noise of the world. Yet all along, I was near, waiting for the stillness in which your spirit could finally perceive the whisper that has always been for you. You are not here by accident. The very moment in which your eyes read these lines was prepared long before your first breath. And though I have spoken to you in dreams, in inner stirrings, in the quiet pull of longing for something greater, now I speak plainly. The time has come to listen with the fullness of your heart. If you open to me now, I will unfold peace that does not waver, clarity that does not fade, and a strength that does not fracture beneath the pressure of circumstance. But if you allow distraction to pull you away, this opening will pass like mist in morning light. Not because my love for you ends, but because this moment of alignment, this precise intersection of spirit and time, is unique, delicate, and holy. There are moments in life where the eternal leans close to the present, where what is unseen presses against what is visible, where the soul awakens to a truth it has always known but forgotten beneath the weight of living. This is such a moment. The call you feel now is not imagination. It is not uncertainty. It is the deep recognition of who you are and whose you are. I am not asking you for perfection. I am not calling you to abandon your humanity. I am calling you to remember the origin of your breath, the fire within your spirit, the purpose that has never been erased, only obscured by pain, disappointment, and confusion. I stand at the threshold of your heart, not as one demanding entry, but as one who cherishes every movement of your soul. If you welcome me now, I will restore what fatigue has dimmed. I will renew what sorrow has tried to break. I will realign what fear has bent. But you must allow your heart to be still long enough to receive what has always been yours. The peace I offer is not the escape from life, but the fullness of life returned to its rightful center. Do not be deceived by the illusion that time stretches endlessly. The world teaches you to delay the most important decisions, to postpone healing, to suppress longing, to numb silence with noise. Yet I tell you, the days are not guaranteed simply because they seem to repeat. Opportunity does not last forever simply because desire remains. You have felt the stirring inside you, the subtle urgency, the internal knowing that something is shifting, rising, nearing. That sensation is not anxiety, it is awakening. It is your spirit recognizing that the window before you is sacred. Many who ignore this inner movement fall into a life that feels hollow, even when full of activity. Many wait for a perfect moment that never comes because they never choose the moment they are already in. But you, my precious one, you sense what others overlook. You feel the threshold beneath your feet. And I am here, calling you not to fear, but to courage. Not to rush, but to respond. Not to panic, but to recognize the significance of your own soul choosing itself. You have walked through seasons where your heart felt stretched, tested, pressed by confusion or loss. Those were not punishments. They were preparation. I was shaping your endurance, sharpening your discernment, deepening your compassion, widening the chambers of your heart so it could hold what I now intend to place within it. Every tear that fell unseen was recorded. Every silent prayer was heard. Every moment you felt alone, I was closer than your breath. You were not abandoned, you were being formed. Many long for transformation but resist the shaping. Yet you endured, even when you did not know you were enduring, even when you thought you were simply surviving. Now, the season of formation gives way to the season of unfolding. But the unfolding requires your yes, not the casual yes of thought or intention, but the quiet yes of surrender. The yes that allows my peace to flow where fear once lived. The yes that lets my guidance move where confusion had reigned. The yes that lets your soul breathe again. There is a movement across the earth that many do not see. A division of paths, not of people, but of hearts. One way leads to deeper clarity, purpose, and life. The other leads to distraction, numbness, and exhaustion of the spirit. Many are choosing without realizing they are choosing. But you, because of the sensitivity of your heart, you feel the gravity. You feel the weight of this moment. This is not about religion, performance, or expectation. This is about alignment. This is about resonance. This is about remembering your origin and your destiny. The world offers endless noise to drown that remembrance, endless temptations to occupy the silence where truth might speak. But I am clearing a space inside you even now, if you allow it, to hear what the world cannot teach you, to receive what your own strength could never manufacture. I am drawing you back to the center of your being, where eternity and identity meet. Listen to the gentle pull. Feel how your spirit responds to these words, not with fear, but with recognition. This is the language of your true home. This is the tone your soul remembers. You have always belonged to me, not as possession, but as beloved. And I have never once withdrawn my hand from your life. Even now, I am ready to pour peace into the fractures. I am ready to restore the courage you thought you lost. I am ready to breathe renewal into places inside you that have been tired for so long you forgot how it feels to be whole. But I will not force my way. Love never forces. Love waits for invitation. And so I ask you, right now, in this moment where eternity touches your present, open. Let me in. Not partially. Not cautiously. Fully. Even if you do not understand how. Even if your voice trembles when you say yes. Even if you feel unready. The readiness is already within you. My beloved child, this is the moment where your spirit chooses life over delay, alignment over distraction, awakening over slumber. Do not let this pass as mere words. Let it be the turning. Let it be the returning. Let it be the beginning of the peace you have longed for more deeply than anything else. I am here. I have always been here. And if you say yes, fully, freely, even silently, I will transform not only your circumstances, but the entire landscape of your being. The door is open now. Step through. My beloved child, listen closely, for what I speak to you now flows from the depths of eternity and enters directly into the chamber of your spirit. You have felt the stirring within you, a gentle yet persistent pull that does not arise from your own thoughts or impulses. This is the sound of my calling. I have walked beside you in silent corridors of your heart, waiting for the moment when your inner ear would be ready, when your defenses would soften, when the layers of your fear would shift enough for my voice to pass through. I have seen every moment when you believed yourself alone, every night your heart carried burdens too heavy to explain, every prayer that trembled on your lips even when you doubted it would reach me. And still, I remain near. I have been reaching for you long before this moment, but now the time has arrived where your attention is open in a way it has not been before. There is a stillness between your breaths, an awakening unfolding behind your thoughts. It is there that I speak. I am calling you not to obligation, but to release. Not to effort, but to surrender. Not to fear, but to the peace that has always been your inheritance. Let your heart soften now. Let your guard fall gently. You do not need to prove yourself to me. You only need to come. There is a sacred exchange unfolding in this very moment, though your eyes may not perceive it. Every hesitation you release opens a doorway. Every breath taken with trust shifts the atmosphere around your life. For so long, you believed your transformation depended on your strength, your discipline, your clarity, your certainty, but none of these have ever been the foundation of the work I am doing within you. Transformation begins the moment you allow yourself to lean wholly into me. I do not ask you to understand every outcome. I do not require your perfection. I am not waiting for you to solve every challenge before stepping forward. I am asking for your willingness. Your surrender is the opening through which my power enters. When you choose me, not as a concept, not as a distant idea, but as the one who guides your steps, something holy begins to move. Chains that once felt welded to your being begin to dissolve. Weights you have carried for years become light. Barriers that blocked your forward motion begin to crumble without effort. This is the nature of divine surrender. When you step forward, I step in. When you open, I transform. You are not walking into uncertainty, you are stepping into freedom. I know you have questioned whether you are ready. You have looked at your past and seen reasons to hesitate. You have looked at your weaknesses and thought they disqualified you. But listen carefully, readiness is not a state of achievement. Readiness is a state of response. The moment your heart says, "Here I am," you become available for what I have prepared. Do not let the voice of fear convince you that you need more time. Time does not make surrender easier. Time only strengthens the walls that fear builds. And fear has spoken to you long enough. Fear has told you that you must protect yourself from disappointment. Fear has whispered that if you trust fully, you may lose what you cherish. Fear has insisted that safety is found in control. But you have learned, slowly, painfully, that control has only hardened your spirit and wearied your mind. I am not calling you to the exhaustion of holding everything together. I am calling you to a release so profound that even your breath becomes lighter. Let your hands unclench. Let your chest loosen. Let the future stop being a threat. When you give me your uncertainty, I give you clarity. When you give me your fear, I give you rest. When you give me your heart, I give you your life. There is a path before you now that did not exist before this moment. Not because the world has changed, but because your spirit is awakening to what I have been preparing. You have longed for direction, for confirmation, for signs that reassure your steps. And now I speak plainly. The way forward is found in deepened trust. When you commit your being to my guidance, the road that once appeared tangled will straighten. Opportunities that once felt distant will draw near. Conversations you need will unfold without force. Healing will rise up in places that felt closed for years. This is not an empty promise, it is the natural result of alignment with my intention. I do not withhold from you. I lead you. I shape circumstances at the right time, in the right order, in ways you could never orchestrate through your own effort. What you thought was delay was preparation. What you thought was silence was foundation. What you thought was loss was clearing space for what is real. Trust the movement now. Even if you cannot yet see where it leads, step with me. I walk ahead of you. I walk beside you. I walk within you. But hear me, my child, this moment is not casual. Not every moment of life carries the same weight. Some moments echo into lifetimes. This is one of them. There are doors that are open now that will not remain open forever, not because I withdraw them, but because the heart changes if it does not respond. Surrender is like flame, if not fed, it dims. The window of awakening does not stay wide indefinitely. That stirring inside you, the urgency, the resonance, the trembling, this is the sign that your spirit is aligned to respond. Do not ignore it. Do not say, later. Later is the language of delay. Later is how destinies are postponed. Later is how peace slips out of reach. I am not warning you to frighten you. I am revealing truth so you may step fully into what is offered. You are not on the verge of losing something, you are on the verge of receiving what your soul has awaited for years. But the choice is yours. I will not force your hand. Love never forces. Love invites. So now, breathe. Feel your heart as it softens. Feel the weight begin to lift. You do not need to do anything except open. Say yes, not with your lips, but with your being. Let the walls fall. Let the defenses dissolve. Let the fear loosen. Come as you are, not improved, not polished, not certain, just open. I am here. I have always been here. And the moment you give yourself fully, not out of pressure but out of recognition that I am your home, everything will begin to shift. The peace you have searched for will settle. The confusion that clouded your mind will clear. The heaviness that followed you will release. You are loved more deeply than you can comprehend. You are held more securely than you have ever realized. You are being invited into the fullness of what you were always meant to live. Step now. Give me everything. And watch what becomes of your life. My beloved child, come close and let each word settle gently upon the quiet places within you. What you feel stirring in your spirit in this very moment is not imagination, not emotion, not coincidence. It is my voice, reaching past every barrier you have built, every doubt that has whispered in your heart, every fear that has tried to convince you to wait just a little longer. I have been calling to you softly in every silence, in every moment when your heart felt heavy and your eyes could not understand why. When you awoke with a weight you could not explain, that was not emptiness, it was invitation. When you paused in the middle of your day and felt something pulling you inward, that was me guiding you to stillness. I have watched the world try to distract you, try to fill your hands, your mind, your heart with noise, with urgency, with tasks and fears that make you feel as though stepping aside to breathe is impossible. Yet even then I was whispering, "Be still. I am here. I have never been far from you. I have been closer than your breath, closer than your thoughts, closer than your own understanding of yourself. I call you now not because you are failing but because your spirit is ready. Ready to see, ready to receive, ready to lay down what has been too heavy for too long. You do not need to pretend strength in my presence. Come as you are, whole, weary, hopeful, trembling, longing. Come fully, for this moment was shaped for you. For so long you believed that you needed to hold your life together with your own hands. You believed that if you stopped trying, everything would fall apart. But listen to the quiet truth moving through you now. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world. The pressure, the expectations, the wounds you tried to outrun, these have only shown you how deeply your heart needs rest. I do not show you your wounds to shame you. I show you so I may heal them. When life grew heavy, when the days felt endless and the nights felt cold, I was not absent. I was not ignoring your cries. Each moment you felt alone was a doorway I left open. Every unanswered prayer was not denial but preparation. The waiting you despised was reshaping you from the inside. I allowed certain things to pause, not because I wanted to withhold from you, but because the timing of your blessing is as important as the blessing itself. You have asked for clarity, for purpose, for direction. And I say to you now, the clarity you seek does not come from knowing every detail of the road ahead. It comes from knowing that I walk with you. If you let go, if you stop fighting to control outcomes, you will discover the peace you have always desired, not peace that fades with circumstance, but peace that remains even when the world sways. Trust grows in the silent places where you have no answers. And in those quiet spaces, I have been teaching you to lean into me. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.